Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. As you can see from the title, today I'm just gonna keep it real with you guys and tell you all the reasons why he's just not that into you. Alright guys, with the holidays coming up, it's time for us to start buying gifts for people. And we are not trying to buy gifts for people that we don't need to. So to keep that list short, it's time to cut off some of them boos who really just aren't that into you. So I'm going to go through about 5 things. Now, keep in mind, this is my opinion. Don't call your boo and be like, you're not into me. Here's the proof, and send him my video link and had him all in my DMs and messaging me. Okay?
And
this is just my opinion. But as you guys can see from my exclusive and playlist of my dating horror stories, I have been dating for a long time. And it's not necessarily that, oh, I couldn't find anyone. It was just that for me, dating was fun. And it was something that I enjoyed. And it was something that I learned a lot from. So why not pass off those stories or that information to you? All right, let's start off with red flag or reason number 5, okay? He never answers his phone or takes forever to respond. Boo, he's just not that into you. Let me tell you something. A man who is really into a woman will pick up his phone in the middle of a sword fight, okay? If only just to say, babe, I'm in the middle of a sword fight. Let me call you back. There is no reason for a man to not answer his phone or to take forever to respond to you. Because in all honesty, if he's really, really into you, he's already thinking about you. You usually don't even have to message him. You guys should be on each other's mind at the same time. Usually when you are in sync and you guys are both feeling each other, the minute you think of that person, literally they'll be thinking of you. And you'll have several instances where you'll be like, I was just about to call you, or I was just thinking about you, and that person hit you up or messaged you. That's how you know somebody is into you. Somebody choosing to not call you back or to respond to you days later, no. In regards to text messages, even if he's not much of a texter, and let's say you shoot him a little paragraph, even if he's not tech savvy and he doesn't like to get on his phone, he'll probably call you and be like, hey, I saw your text, what are you doing? Or, oh, you so silly, I saw your text. Or, I miss you too, what you doing later? But they're not just gonna ignore it. You won't have to say to them, did you get my text? Red flag number 4, or reason number 4. He tells you that he needs to work on him, that he's not ready to be in a relationship because he has things that he wants to get in order with himself. Now, there's nothing wrong with somebody saying that they have work that they need to do in themselves and about them being upfront and honest with you in regards to that. A man is not gonna let a good woman walk away. If a guy knows that you are a good woman, but he knows that he still has work to do, usually he will have that same spiel. He'll tell you, this is what I plan to do. This is where I want to be in 5 years. This is what I see in my future. But he's still going to pursue you. A man who is really into you is not going to let the fact that he's not exactly where he wants to be prevent him from dating you or from seeing you. Because theoretically, the same amount of time that it takes someone to get their affairs and themselves in orders outside of a relationship is the same amount that it takes while in a relationship. As long as a person knows, like, hey, my goal is to make X amount of dollars at my job for this year because I want to buy a house, then they'll know that you won't be as available as you normally would be, and that this is a temporary situation, but you fully intend to work on it and to be around because you like them, you are into them, okay? Red flag number 3, and this is a big one. He spends a majority of his free time with his friends or by himself. He's not into you. He's not, and he doesn't even see you as a friend. He does not see you as someone that he enjoys being around. When he's around you, it is for a specific reason. It's not his relaxed mode. It's not his chill mode. And someone who is not comfortable chilling or relaxing around you, they're just not that into you. They're just not vibing with you. And this is not to say that it's something necessarily wrong with you. It's just that you guys aren't clicking. The chemistry just isn't there. A man who likes a woman will always, now they're not going to spend every waking free minute they have with you, because that's a red flag in itself, but they're going to make a point to divide up and section their free time to make sure that it includes you.
Don't call me. I'm gonna call you. But if you come by, I won't call you. Okay? Don't ever come by here. Okay?
It's facts, sis. It's fact. Reason number 2, red flag number 2, he is playing games. Now, there are some men who have played games their whole life. They're in their 40s, they're in their 50s, and they're still playing games. And you know why? Because they have not met a woman that they are truly into. No matter how long he's been playing these games or in these streets, the minute he meets a woman that he actually likes, one that he actually wants to settle down with, he is not going to play those games. He is going to put his cards on the table. He's going to tell you what he wants. He's going to tell you what he expects, and that is exactly what you're going to get. If you are dating someone who is still into playing mind games, i.e. disappearing acts, here today, gone tomorrow, lovey-dovey one day, and then the next day a little bit distant. They're playing games, they're not that into you. It's not for you to figure out what's wrong with them. It's not up to you to fix them. It's up to you to move on. Bigger and better things on the horizon. Okay? And number one, if you don't take anything else I say, number 1 red flag is when they say they're too busy. Now, I'm gonna get a lot of people who don't agree with me on this. Let me explain something to you. I'm not tooting my own horn. I'm not trying to make myself out to be bigger or better than what I am. But what I can tell you is that I am very, very busy. I am a very busy person. Not only do I have a normal 9-to-5 job, that 9-to-5 job requires a significant amount of my attention from the moment I step into the office to the moment I leave, okay? It is a very intense and demanding job. I don't have the luxury of being at work, texting on my phone, talking on my phone, being on the internet. I don't have one of those jobs. My free time now is that I record, film, edit for YouTube 2 times a week. So that means at least 5 days out of the week, I'm either filming and editing, sometimes both. To stay with the consistent schedule like this, it requires for me to be working on my YouTube almost every day. Let's be honest, okay? Before I was doing YouTube, I had a whole second job, okay? A whole second job that also required an immense amount of work, okay? An immense amount of work and time. I would literally get off of one job, go home, because I worked from home for that job, and be reading emails, going through things, shipping things, all the time. Now, I went off on that tangent to say, the only time that I was too busy to hang out with someone was when I wasn't interested in them. When the goal of me doing my business or filming or something of that nature was more important to me, because my relationship with them was not that important. Right now, where I stand now, no matter how busy I am, if my family wants me to come over, if my family wants to do something, I'm there. If my boyfriend wants to go somewhere, I'm there. If my boyfriend wants to come over and I know that I need to film and I need to edit, I'm going to film, stop, be with him. When he leaves, I'm going to edit. I make time. And it is the same thing with a man. A man will always make time for a woman that he is interested in. I don't care if he works 15-hour days. He will come and he will bring you food on your lunch break. He will come and stop by on his way to work. He will call you when he's getting off work. If he has a break, you're getting a text. A man will always make time for a woman that he is interested in, okay? Now, I say this wholeheartedly, that in no way is this a means to make you feel bad about yourself or to think that, you know, there's no one out there for you, because that's not the case. You have to keep in mind that sometimes people's energies, people's chemistry just don't match well. So don't waste your time dealing with someone who kind of likes you, but they're really not all in, when there is somebody out there that is like, they think you are the bee's knees and they would bend over backwards for you. And you will know it when you see it. You will see the consistency. It won't die down after a couple of weeks. They will always keep that same energy, okay? So I hope this video was helpful to you guys. If any of you are having questionable situations out there, they don't need no Christmas gift. We're not buying Christmas gifts for people who we think is an inkling or a question on how they feel about us. Alright guys, so if you have any questions or any comments down below, make sure you leave them. Also, if you have any questions about this questionable makeup look, make sure you check out my last video to see why your girl has no presence of lashes and all that other kind of stuff. I just did a quick review on some products. So I decided to leave it on my face for a while and see how I liked it. All right, guys, so that's all I have for you today. I love you, mean it, bye. Of course you get a forehead kiss.